Senator Roberts.
Thank you, Chair, and thank you all for being here. I have a few short questions.
Mostly about elections. My questions are about the Australian Cyber Security Centre. In Senate estimates on the 19th of February 2019, Tom Rogers, the Deputy Director of the Australian Electoral Commission, said, quote, "We work very closely with our partner agencies, the Australian Cyber Security Centre from the Australian Signals Directorate." And then he went on and then said again, "We work with them closely and we are very confident," pause, and then, "that there has been no breach of the AEC'S systems." Is that an accurate statement?
It absolutely is. We work very closely with the Australian Electoral Commission, and actually, as we do with all state and territory electoral commission equivalents, particularly focused together in partnership in the lead up to an election, during the election, and then post the election, where we'll partner on looking for any cyber security or threats to the proper running of the election.
Thank you. Last night, the Australian Electoral Commission advised they have never used the CITL software they purchased and instead used a bespoke system. They further commented that the internal code had been audited and reviewed. Has your office conducted a code level and server level audit of the Australian Electoral Commission election software?
Unless Ms Bradshaw knows the answer to that specific question, or Mr Hanmore? No? We may have to take that level of detail on notice, Senator.
Okay. So if you don't know who did this mysterious audit, and do you also know if the software passed the audit? So if you could let us know that.
I can take that on notice,
Thank
yes.
you. During the election period, is the Australian Cyber Security Centre responsible for securing the data systems used by the Australian Electoral Commission?
Our functions, which are set out in the Intelligence Services Act, allow us to provide advice and assistance. The ultimate accountability and responsibility is for the organisation, in this case the Australian Electoral Commission itself.
So are you saying then that the Australian Electoral Commission itself secures the data systems that it uses?
Right.
Thank you. Last question. Are you 100% confident the software and systems available to the Australian Electoral Commission for the 2022 election are fit for purpose?
We will continue to partner with them, but it would be unwise to sort of project into the future. We will, as I said, in the lead up to that election, during and after, be working in the contemporary environment, both based on the state of their systems that they have in place at the time, our understanding of the threat environment that we will provide to them, and we'll work in a contemporary, agile and current environment at that time. But it would be unwise for me to provide guarantees about what may or may not happen in the future.
So you don't work with them on a regular basis, more just around the elections?
That's right. We'll stay in partnership with them like we do all Australian government entities at all times. So if we become aware of a specific threat to any Commonwealth or state and territory or private entity for that matter, we will reach out with them and engage them on that. So we'll do that at any time throughout the year, but we will have a particular dedicated, focused effort with them pre, during and after an election.
Okay,
on top of that.
So you will assess the situation at any time. At any time you might hear of some potential threat,
right,
and you'll get involved, but other than that, you will only get involved just before, during and after the election.
That's right.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chair. See, it was less than 5 minutes.
Senator Patrick, you could take a leaf out of Senator Roberts' book in relation to timeliness, but over to you.